I'm Jared Haynes, and this is Rogue Outdoors. Today, I'm going to do a review of the Limbsaver Crosstech holster. This is truly the last holster that you will ever have to buy. I'm going to show you just how many types of guns it will fit, which is virtually everything you can throw at it, how you can customize it to fit that gun exactly, how you can angle it to fit the way you want, and how you can use this as an inside and outside the waistband holster. For a holster that can fit almost every gun you can throw at it, can have the cant of the gun adjusted to the way you like it, and can be an inside and outside the waistband holster, you would imagine it would have a pretty high price point. However, the Limbsaver Crosstech holster is going to hit you in the wallet for $39.99, which is quite a steal. The Limbsaver Crosstech holster is made out of an ultralight, soft touch, flexible material that gives a smooth, soft feel to the outside and just the right amount of grip on the inside. The belt clips are made from a very strong plastic material that holds tight once you clip it onto your belt. You can easily adjust the set screws to any of the 16 open custom sizing holes to get the perfect fit and cant angle for your gun. All it takes is just a Phillips head screwdriver. Alright, so let's dive into the packaging. As you can see, it's all kind of a cardboard feel, a holster, and feels like there's some instructions down inside here. If you notice when you look at this, it's going to say in the white lettering above Crosstech, made in the USA. It's another cool feature. All Limbsaver Crosstech holsters are 100% made in the USA. So that's another awesome feature. If you spin it around here on the back of the packaging, you're going to see that it says it can be an inside and outside the waistband holster. Some of the guns that it'll fit right over here in the red, which they list out a bunch of brands. If you go ahead and peel the back of the packaging open here, let's see how this thing comes apart. So you open this up right here in the back. You got some instructions that pop out. This is going to show you a little bit of how you can adjust the holster and how you can use a hair dryer. That's going to be this bottom section to custom fit the holster to your gun. And I'll show you that a little bit later. And then you've got this piece that just pulls out, and here's your holster. So that's pretty easy packaging. Now let's dive into some more of the specifics on the holster. So when you first get the holster, it's going to come in the most open position that they offer, and then an outside the waistband setup, which means that these plastic clips back here, which are going to go on your belt, those are set on the back side, so it hooks onto your belt on the outside of your clothing. If you unscrew this back screw and the other screw right here on the bottom, and you switch it around to the front side, this then becomes an inside the waistband carry holster. On this one that I've got right here set up for my SIG, it's set where the gun tilts forward at a little bit of an angle that fits better up against my back. And then it also keeps the gun so that the mag release right here can't get pinched by the holster, which is a really cool feature. Now this one, because of it being a smaller gun, I've taken the set screws and I've moved them in a few on this one. That way it fits the gun a little tighter, specific to that. Now I want to do a little bit of a comparison between some popular holsters. So this holster right here is a very, very popular holster. And don't get me wrong, I bought it and it's great. I love the holster. However, there's a few things about it that just can't compete with the new Crosstech holster, because this is truly a one-of-a-kind. The Crosstech holster comes off of this general design. This was an old holster that was made. They still make holsters like this. It's just a piece of leather, and it's got one kind of generic cutout. They made it in a few different sizes. It's got a strap across the top to hold your gun in, and you can fit a bunch of different guns in here. However, the flaw with this is it can fit a bunch of different guns, but it can't fit a bunch of guns well. You can't customize it. They sit in there, some are a little too tight, some are a little too loose, so it doesn't get that perfect fit. The fix to that is all of the holes that the Crosstech holster offers that allow you to squeeze in on smaller guns or open up for bigger guns and adjust that cant angle. That is the big key changing feature. With new holsters like this, they're great. They fit your gun tight, but it only fits that gun tight. They're also very big. They have a large profile. The size difference alone. And so this inside your waistband can become quite a bear. It's poking into you, it's jabbing you, and as it is a very comfortable holster for and in the waistband holster, this is a very comfortable holster for any holster, in or outside the waistband. Small profile, fits all the guns, comes with every advantage that this comes with, but it's $39.99. So I'm going to show you some of the guns that this can fit. So let's look at a 357 Magnum. Can it fit? I'd say so. And this is just the custom fitting in there. This is no specific, this is the general open fitting. Let's pull up a Ruger Vaquero. This is a heavy, big 45 long Colt. Big round. Big cylinder, for that fact. Let's see. Stretch it open, slip it in. The gun is now sitting in there. Let's turn it over. It's not coming out. Now, of course, you're not going to carry your gun upside down like this, so when it's in its upright position, you don't have anything to worry about anyways. But this is a big gun, and it easily just slipped in. Now, most people these days aren't carrying a Colt 45 on them, Colt 45 type gun. So let's take a look. These have all been cleared. So let's take a look at a Kimber Ultra Carry 2 in a 45 ACP. Easily slips in. You've got the mag release right here that's sitting up above it, so you don't have to worry about that getting pinched in your mag if you're carrying this in the waistband. Gun's in. Boom. Now on this, I like them tilted forward just a tiny bit, so you could move this set screw forward, pinch it in just a little bit tighter, move this bottom one down here, up, a couple holes, pinch it in a little bit tighter. Now that thing's going to be held in there, you can run, you can do anything with it. So that's the beauty of this, is this holster now, you just put a huge long Colt in there, and it's tight, and it fits it in there tight. But then you go to a smaller gun like this, or go to an even smaller gun like this, size difference, and you can tighten it down again. Still fits in just fine, but you put it in a few holes and you're set. Let's try one more gun. This is a typical gun, all cleared. Glock Gen 3 22. Slip it in. Slips in. Boom. Standard in there. It's not going anywhere. So that's just a few guns right there, and it fits every single one of them very well. Just move the screws. So you can see that pretty much anything you want to carry, you're going to be able to carry with the Limbsaver Crosstech holster. Now that I've talked about how this holster can custom fit all these different guns, let's custom fit this Kimber Ultra Carry 2 to the holster. As I showed you earlier, there is an instruction manual that it comes with. This will tell you how to take the screws out, put them back in. It's really in-depth. They even have a few videos that Limbsaver has made themselves that show you how you can take a hairdryer and run it over the top of the holster, get it warm, and then mold it to your gun. And then how to adjust all the screws, how to take it and make it from an inside the waistband to an outside the waistband carry. And that's straight off YouTube. So I'm not going to use the instructions because it's pretty much just taking a screw in and out for that part of it. But if you need them, they are great instructions. So here's what we're going to do. This is how it comes straight out of the box in that open position that we've been using. So you take the gun, slip it in, and first you want to find how deep you want the gun in there. Of course, I like to have it in pretty deep so that if you're running or moving, it's not going to have a chance of falling out. Just make sure, at least the way I put it in, that you don't get it where that mag release can be pinched. So I keep that just right above it. Then I also like to give it a little bit of a forward cant angle. That way the gun, I can get my fingers up under that grip area a little bit easier when this is on the waistband. So then once you've done that, you're going to want to pinch the holster top and bottom, and you need to find where there's open space that needs to be taken up. So down here on this bottom portion, there's at least 1 or 2 holes that this could be tightened up. I would say probably 2 holes. And then up here in the back section, this could go up 1 hole. When you tighten that, it makes it where the gun now can't angle back, locking it into place and custom fitting it. So let's go ahead and do that. So on this bottom one right here, I want to move this 2 holes. So all you have to do is take your Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to unloosen this screw. Now some holsters I've found that the screws can come undone. You have to put a lot of Loctite on them. These, I don't know what makes it to where that doesn't happen, but I haven't had a screw back off yet, and I've been carrying this holster quite a bit for the last month now, and I haven't had any issues. So let's go ahead and pop this out. Now I know that it needs to go in the 2, so I'm going to pull the gun back out so that you don't have any issues and get our other piece out. So let's go 2 of the little holes closer, put that in. We're going to pinch this back together. We're going to drop the screw itself in, and then we're just going to take it and tighten that screw back up. Snug it up tight, and there you go. So we've got that one taken care of. Now I noticed up top I wanted to move this screw 1 closer around the trigger guard. That would keep that from letting the gun slip out of that cant angle that I liked. So let's pop the screw out again. Get our other piece out, move it 1 more farther forward, slip it back into the hole, pinch it tight, drop our screw in there, and then tighten that back up. Okay, so now we've got that pretty snug. Let's go ahead and slip the gun back in there and see. So now that I've slipped the gun back in here, once I've done that, looks like it's a little too tight. I think this one I'm going to put back 1 more. So let's go ahead and pull the gun back out. And this one that I'd done up top, it actually made it to where it was just a little bit too tight around that trigger guard. So you just back the screw back out, put it back into its original spot up here, tighten the Phillips head back up. That's your whole adjustment, and slip the gun back in there. Now we've got that angle that I like, so I can get my fingers in there. The gun has a little bit of movement right here where it can slide, so I can grab into it. If I wanted to take care of that, I could move this front one up 1, or if I wanted it to be a little bit tighter on the barrel, I would probably move this one up 1 more. But at the moment, that's how I like it. I like having just a tiny bit of movement in there so that the gun, you're not fighting it if you have to get it out in a hurry. But it's definitely not gonna fall out. This is, I can shake it and it's didn't move anywhere, and I'm only holding on to the plastic pieces. So it's it's not going to fall out. I'm not squeezing the holster. So, well, I hope this review of the Limbsaver Cross-Tech holster answered the questions that you had about the holster. This holster just came out. This is early in 2018, and I had to get my hands on it. As soon as I saw what this claimed it could do, being able to fit so many guns, I thought, wow, this could be what I'm looking for. This little piece of leather has been one of the best holsters I had ever had, because I could fit quite a few of my guns into it, and I didn't have to order different shells to fit the gun. And this one answered that. It does the same as that, but it does it so much better because I can fit it to the guns. This little gun doesn't fall too far into it because I had it sized for a bigger one. I can quickly, as you saw, adjust from gun to gun, and it allows for that perfect fit every single time. It's not very expensive for a holster. It's going to cost you $40. And so I would recommend anybody to go pick this up. You can't go wrong with it. It covers the inside and outside the waistband decision. So if you want to carry concealed, hide that gun inside the waistband one day, and then you're going out to the range and you're not really worried about it the next day, you just take those 2 screws, flip the plastic pieces around, and you're good to go. So if you're looking for one of these, go ahead and go on to limbsaver.com, and they have them available to pick up right now. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and this has been another episode of Rogue Outdoors Reviews.